In anticipation of the Shred-a-thon happening at Sugarbush, I got to interview Roy Tuscany, the founder of High Fives, and Courtney Lager from Darn Tough. We're talking about this event, which is happening in Vermont, and also we want to encourage you to look out for Shred-a-thon events at mountains across the country.
Oh, that's so cool. I am at the base of Mount Ellen right now at the world famous Vermont Adaptive. We're hosting a ski camp here today. So it's nice to know that we're close, that you love this place as much as I do, and it's where you call home too.
Yeah, so I have toured the new Adaptive Center over there when for the grand opening. It is amazing and such a great resource for families with different abilities who want to get up on snow. But so High Five specifically, who are they trying to help with the money that you raise?
We're really focused on individuals that sustain life-changing injuries. It doesn't have to be specific to sport, but we use sport as a way to recreate community after a life-changing injury. So, an individual that sustains a life-changing injury in sport, or after sustaining a life injury in sport, we use adaptive sports to reconnect them with community. So, today, hosting an adaptive ski camp here in conjunction with Vermont Adaptive. We've got over a dozen individuals that all we call them athletes. An athlete in our mind is anybody that has a goal in recovery. And so we have over a dozen individuals out here today skiing and mono skiing, three tracking, four tracking, all different modalities of skiing. And High Fives is here to focus not only on the sport aspect, but also reconnecting through community. And so we use a mentor mentee process where individuals that have become independent come and participate as a mentor to those that are kind of new when we host these camps so that people can say, hey, I see where I want to go. And, every single person, we all started from ground zero. We all started beginners again. And, some of us have gotten to that point where independence is a big part of, our participation. And that's something that we want to share with those that have just become either injury newered or injury newly injured, sorry, or are trying sport for the first time.
Yeah, it is such an amazing program, and it's also really expensive. As I was learning, like there's no kind of mono ski that fits everyone. A lot of the equipment has to be customized to the athletes. So that's where fundraising comes in and where Darn Tough comes in. So Courtney, thank you for joining us. Why is this important to Darn Tough? Why is this, one of the many causes that land in your inbox that you said yes to?
Yeah, this is actually the first partnership that I took on when I got here to Darn Tough almost 8 years ago. It was really important to Rick Cabot because he knew Roy personally, knowing that Roy is a hometown boy and everything that his mission is doing. I think in particular, just the mission and dedication of the foundation, the High Fives Foundation to community is something that really, really resonated with us. As you know, we're also the company that looks for grit, and Roy and his crew certainly have that. I would say that it also helps that Roy and I get along quite well and just really, can see each other eye to eye and respect each other and respect all of the worlds kind of around both of our communities and what we both do as personal and business. And I think something that we really love about partnering with High Fives is typically when people think of socks, the first thing they think of is not gear. Second, folks, I think, don't think about different abilities, and we're really proud to bring that message to the forefront.
And they are tough socks. I know you guys pride yourself in the lifetime guarantee of them, which
Yeah.
is amazing. So the Shred-a-thon, what is it? So are people going to be going up and down all day? I know there's a fundraising component, so you can sponsor athletes, but what's going to be happening the day of on Sunday?
We really try to make it the most fun day on snow, bringing all the communities together from partners to our adaptive athletes we serve, to our staff, our volunteers, and then community members, and really making it a day about just skiing, smiling, and having a good time. There's no race, there's no first place or last place, there's no timed anything. It's more or less a gathering of like-minded individuals, individuals that gather donations, that get awarded rad prizes, but really it's a way for everyone just to go celebrate and have a good day together. And at no time or is there ego involved. No time is there how fast you can go or how big of a jump you can hit or how many gates you can get through in an allotted amount of time. It's really just about getting people together. I'm really excited. Courtney's dad has been taking lessons for the last couple of weeks because he wants to come ski in this event. And I think that's what it really allows is it's a inclusive event that really is open to all. And I don't know of many events that are inclusive, open to all, where no matter just showing up makes you a winner for the day.
I think I will say that's like Bri brought up, my dad has been on snow on skis now 4 days. The only 4 days of his life that he's ever been on downhill skis. And it truly is primarily so he can be a part of this community because he feels very accepting about it. He's 72. He actually got word today, which is really so exciting. He is clear of cancer. This last year has been an absolute choice word. So for him to be able to get on skis and feel confident with this group of people is something really important to him, to me. And then for my role, I will be at the base lodge slinging sandwiches. We also partnered with Cabot Cheese and Tender Belly on this. So we're going to have some rad grilled cheese at the base to make sure people are feeding their bellies on snacks on the way up the hill.
I think it's kind of impossible in Vermont to do an event without Cabot cheese.
I think you're right.
They seem to be everywhere. So it's definitely family friendly fun, this event.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, it's all about kids, and that's actually how we really got this event to grow, is through participation of families. So, a lot of people fundraise in the name of their kids. A lot of people fundraise as in the name of a family. Other families come together with, aunts, uncles, and put together. And then the other is a lot of families of athletes that we support, put together teams. And, we've got this growing community that continues to grow in a place that, a lot of people say there isn't community. And I like to argue with them because, I call this place home. It's where I grew up. And, coming back every year, it feels so rewarding to continually have more and more people that call this place home come out and celebrate alongside us as I find this as my home mountain. So I think it's a really special place that if you build it, they will come, in the words of Kevin Costner.
Yeah, and Mount Ellen is celebrating a big anniversary this year as well. It used to be a separate mountain, then Sugarbush sort of combined the two. There are two separate base areas, so make sure if you're going to this event that you do go to the Mount Ellen side. But they're celebrating their 60th anniversary this year, and they recently spruced up the lodge. Vermont Adaptive got a big new center there, so it is a great place to spend an afternoon. And I love the deck at Mount Ellen. If it's a nice day, there is a
Mhm.
beautiful outdoor area, but there's plenty of space indoors as well. And it's almost like a beach area at the base. It's pretty flat, it's pretty wide open, so it's definitely set up for families to gather and play together.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. We've been hosting this event for 13 years now. The first year we ever did this event, we actually, I don't know why, we've learned in the 13 years, but it was a lap race up on the summit chair. The first year, I think we had like 70-mile-an-hour winds. We had like 13 people participating in it, and we raised like $21,000. Now we're 13 years ahead. And it's all staged at the base because, like you just said, we got a new base area here. It's fully accessible. It has that beach-like atmosphere. We're gonna have good weather on Friday too. I'm sorry, on Sunday too. I'm calling it right now, and it's really welcoming. And I think like that's one of the cool things about Mount Ellen. Mount Ellen, even though it is a part of a large corporate conglomerate and it is like a two-area ski mountain, Mount Ellen still has that like this is where I grew up. This is where I learned to ski. This is where definitely the tougher of the skiers ski at Mount Ellen. And I think like, it really gives us the opportunity to show how much we've grown. Cause like in year one, we still have the videos of like 13 of us up at the top of the base lodge handing out little prize bags to now this being like a full blown, massive event, 300 people, major partners like Darn Tough and awesome food giveaways, prize giveaways, and just great interaction and entertainment. But it's really wild to look back 13 years ago as the base lodge has evolved, so have we.
Well, that is That is so congratulations on all of the successes, and I hope it keeps building from there. Do you have a goal for fundraising this year?
Yeah, we've got a pretty daunting goal. It's $505,000. We're a little under $100,000 shy of that. We still got a couple major gifts to be added. We have a fundraiser Friday night up in Burlington at J Skis, and then Saturday night we are world premiering in the Valley Trevor Kennison's movie Full Circle, which is on Netflix now. Darn Tough is a big partner sponsor of not only the movie but also Trevor, and it just lines really well with what High Fives does in Darn Tough. And we're really excited because Courtney's coming out that night and she's bringing a crew. And every time Courtney brings a crew from Darn Tough, like we know we're like check boxing or checking the box for
I
having a great night.
Yeah, and I
try.
think people are going to be going away with some warm feet, I'm guessing too.
That might be the case.
The company is incredibly generous with Vermont specifically, and I think it's so kind of interwoven, pun intended or metaphor intended, with the fabric of Vermont. And I think, it's not a brand that discounts, it's not a brand that does a ton of advertising, but instead what they do is seem to be present at these really meaningful events. Is that, am I getting that right, Courtney?
Yeah, you're definitely nailing it. We pride ourselves on being a premium brand that does not discount, but also showing up in the best places that we possibly can. Um, a little over a month ago, we hit 1.5 million meals donated to the Vermont Food Bank. That's the population of Vermont two times. We're really, really proud of that partnership. We are really, really proud of our relationship with High Fives. So much so, I'm totally cat out of the bagging here. But so next season, so fall winter 24, we are releasing a collab sock with the High Fives Foundation, where 5% of sales is going to go directly to the High Fives Foundation.
Oh, those are a nice looking sock too. I love that.
Designed by that gentleman at the bottom of my screen.
With the help
I
of some amazing humans at Darn Tough, though.
I love that. That's a really nice looking sock. I think that that should be going on everybody's gift list for next year.
So in the
I
really
agree with you.
the the really cool part is that we're starting to see sell-in as we show this line across the country. And it's not just here, it's not just out in Truckee, it's everywhere. The sock is really, really catching on. It's beautiful. People are like, what's this badge? And looking and learning about High Fives, and then they really want to buy in as a retailer. So it's fun to watch. We have a lot of creative assets behind the launch of it. So we're really excited.
If you can't make it this year, put it on your calendar for next year. I love that this is an annual event that we can count on for fun and for education as well.